Welcome to my chess stream here on Twitch and lichess.org. Pont.org, if I'm saying Hungarian. Pont means like dot. Anyway, guys, International Master William Paschall, we are streaming not from Hungary, as usual, but from the United States. I've been here for like 2.5 weeks, starting to acclimate. It's Friday, so we're doing like just 5+3 challenges, open to everyone. Not just the subscribers, so whoever challenges, I'm going to take these challenges. Unless they're an enemy of the stream. Basically, what's up? Move 11, Asterbait. Who's here? Tushar. Good to see you guys. I have excuses. I haven't played I haven't played at all today. But I'm ready to let it ride. I'm feeling pretty aggressive. But happy. I'm in a good mood. I don't know why I'm in a good mood, but I'm not in a bad mood. What's up, everyone? Got the coffee, beer, water, sustenance. I was teaching some chess this morning, and then, yeah, we had a number of lessons this morning, and then we being me, I had to run some errands, get some business taken care of. Okay, I just lost 3 challenges. What is up with that? I just lost 3 challenges? How could I lose 3 challenges? Tushar Kamte, you were streaming with Gov and Kurt 30 minutes ago, like you guys were doing a stream together. Aggressive equals no draw. Well, I mean, normally in the blitz, I try not to make too many draws, but they happen. The longer the time control, the more draws I have, it seems like. Okay, I guess that's normal. Let's get started with Dracofire. I just want to make an announcement on Sunday, which will be my next stream. What's my lag like here? 286. Wow, that's fast. On Sunday, my simul will be... It will be 1 o'clock p.m. 1300 hours. Basically, EDT. Eastern Daylight Time. So, Dracofire back to b4. b4, b5. That's one of the few openings that's like really bad played symmetrically. b5, a4, advantage to white, right? Look, what are we going to try? Let's try something different. I think that I like this in principle. Played warm-ups. Okay. Bishop b2. f6 is not recommended. That's Belon Lopez style. Governor Kurt stays very close to you in Budapest. You can hear the ambulances. Yeah, he told me once. He lives like on the main street in Pest. Okay, e3, one of the main streets in Pest. I live on another main street. We live on different main streets, I think. E3. Not too far, not ultra close. Like, you know, it's a good walk, but he doesn't take on f6 there. I mean, that's a move that's played sometimes with b3. So, stalkers, b4, a5. b4, a5 actually not great, I think. White plays b5, and then he has a kind of clamp and a space advantage on the inside. I think b4, a5 is like a classical sort of playing on the other guy's side of the board type of thing. Now we're going to get into classic. I think we're going to get into classic Polish opening theory here. What would Andras Adorian do? Adorian actually didn't... Well, he might have mentioned g6, but I think Adorian in the book he has on unusual openings, handling like weird openings. I think a pamphlet I would call it. He actually recommends like b4, e5 straight up. b4, e5, bishop b2, bishop takes b4. Waiting for the viewer to count to go to 100. Well, I'm not against the viewer count being 100, but my goal now is to get like 75 average viewers. Okay, so I don't know theoretically what the best line is here. Knight d7. I'm actually absolutely not sure. Let's go with the obvious move. Morois Legrand. This has to be our Morois from the challenges. Legrand, the great. My French is unbelievable. If my Hungarian is like first grade level, my French is like plant level. I know like 2 words. I actually played in the French team championship 1 year, which is funny. But my team like got broken up because the people that were organizing it got divorced. It was like a couple, and it was really a tragedy because not because they got divorced, but our team got it went defunct because like the 2 organizers like decided they were going to divorce each other. So that was quite a while back. That was probably like 9 years ago. So, okay. Now I don't know if I'm supposed to go back to d7 or go to g4. G4 feels more active. In the spirit of well, the spirit of the Budapest Gambit. So what's up, everyone? I'm just accepting like all kinds of challenges. Anyone who's like, they don't even have to be a regular. Just have 100 games or so. So Dracofire, switching back to his b4. So you guys are doing your job to help us get up in viewership. It's not the end of the world to me. I mean, I'm not desperately trying to be a Twitch partner. I'd like to be, but, you know, there are more important things in life. I just want to make it a good stream. I think if we make it a good stream, and we don't focus on, it's like being results oriented. If we don't focus on, you know, how many viewers I have, how many subscribers I have, I want to focus on just making it a good stream. Then I think, you know, it will be successful if I really try to make this instructive and useful for everyone. Now, he kind of lets me do what I want now. Honestly, I've never been a huge fan of this kind of setup. You know, I don't even know like if I like what I've got here. I mean, so what? I've like played e5 and then I end up trading and it seems like that might even be good for white in the end because he has good control of 5 square. I played quite a few of these positions with my, you know, my weird Wednesday stream, unusual openings. Sometimes I'll play b4. Sometimes I play the St. George defense with black, which can lead to similar situations. You think it's already good? You mean the stream is already good? Or the game is already good? Anyway, guys, I'm just drinking my coffee, and then I'll have some beer. They need to invent something that's like coffee and beer at the same time. I mean, I know there's energy drinks like that, but I don't like the taste of energy drinks. You know, I don't like bubble gum, like Red Bull, or any, like, you know, sweet. I don't want that. I want coffee or beer, or both. Okay, rook b1. Beer flavored coffee, coffee flavored beer. That's gross. Okay, rook b1. What are we gonna do? He's just defending his bishop. I think we need to take the pawn now. Although you have to consider bishop f5. The problem with bishop f5, we just run into e4, and then I might just be down a pawn. So we have to take the pawn while the taking is good, as they say. Do they say that? Your rating is 5-star. A great idea? What's a great idea for a novel? Deco Dragon. Why did I say that? I don't know. It just sounded cool. I guess I attract real players who really want to improve chess. Well, that's the point, Tushar. I mean, I've made it very clear that I'm not interested in playing bullet chess. And, I mean, there's enough streamers who do that, you know. But again, for me, that's just there are various ways to compare it, but more primitive, some more primitive than others. But let's just say that I view bullet chess as a waste of time. And I think that like fast blitz like this 5+3 is very good. If you insist on playing faster, I mean like 3-0, fine, play 3-0, but that's as fast as you need to play chess. I mean anything other than that just seems silly to me. All right. If I trade my dark squared bishop, I feel that my king is not safe. My king is unsafe, although yeah, I mean, I also bring his rook to a good square. I don't feel like trading on his terms, in other words. Let's play this. Controversial move. But I objectively think this is about equal. Now I have bishop f5, though. Bishop f5, just... We've got a little lag or something weird. Bishop f5, yeah, that looks like a strong move. Actually, am I just winning? Don't even tell me. I'm maybe not winning, but I'm better after bishop f5. Just take away the clock. Do away with turns. Alright, we don't have to go that far. We don't have to go that far. I'm just saying there's, everything has a kind of spectrum and a range, and I mean, for me, the range is like 3 minutes chess would be as fast as I want to play it, There's no need to play faster than that. And I enjoy anything between 3-0 and basically, 7 hours for the whole game. I mean, we can play a 7-hour tournament game, or we can play 3-0, but faster than that or longer than that, is outside the range. This is good. Draco Fire found what appears to be the only move. Bishop takes e5. But he has to pay a fairly high price for this, like giving me the 2 bishops that look really good. Bishop takes e5, knight takes e5, bishop takes b1. Actually, that looks good. So we take here. Can also take with the pawn. Consider taking with the pawn. Am I winning the exchange? No, he has this move. He has this move. Uh-oh. We have a check on c3. Potzer sees a check. Potzer plays a check. That's what they say. So the check, yeah, that's unfortunate. I might need this check, though, because we need the check to save us from losing our bishop pair. Maybe we'll just try to keep the bishop pair and go from there. Because I don't like trading off my bishop pair. No siree, Bob. Where is Bob? Bob, Mr. Bob, where are you? Okay, guys. In the USA, why is 300 ping? It's not really necessarily only about the USA. I think my ping is bad because my internet connection is not great. My internet provider is not great. It's a combination. The ping is higher for US players than it will be for Europeans. In Hungary, I was relatively close, so the ping should be higher. I'm not an expert, but I think it should be higher there. No doubt. For American than North American or South American than Europeans, because the servers are in France, right? Or I assume. Acerbate, we never have Czech players on the stream. What's up with that? I do have pretty high lag here. Want to stay active without committing some stupid suicide. Look at my rook there, asking for trouble, but okay, this was part of the plan, a very deep plan. Our bishops are quite strong. No, but I mean, we've had players from a lot of different countries. I was just thinking, certain countries I've had less viewers than others. Not a lot of Czechs. Well, chess is very popular in Czech Republic. I've never played a chess tournament. Yeah, I have. Well, once in Czech Republic. I played in Pardubice, but that was a nightmare because I got food poisoning or poisoned from the water or something. I was very, very ill. That was bad. Being ill is bad. Okay, bishop g4, anybody? Pin it and win it? Man. Tied in knots. Man, this does look like my lag. Maybe Dracofire has lag as well. He's defending like a genius, though. He keeps seeing all my threats. I'm just being indecisive. Second thought, let's not trade pieces and say we did. This guy is fast. He's also quite handy with the increment, it appears. He's definitely got the increment thing going on. He also likes trading pieces. It's going to be an extremely sort of difficult ending to work with, but I am up a pawn. My king is a little safer. This is an extremely strong move to play with no time, rook d3. He defended that with literally no time. Wow. Hey, he's the one who saved the game against me the other day with the insane defense, remember? He's the one that drew the last game against me. The crazy defense. Finally. 1600, man. Wow. I mean, he's crazy with the defense. I don't know why he doesn't have many rated games though. I mean, his whole rating is like 200 games the most. He's played me like 15 games and he has only like 200 rated games. Man, that was tough. I don't know about the opening. I mean, I'm no expert, but nobody is really. Like, who's an expert on the Polish opening? I mean, is this good what I did? Is e5 like the main line in this variation? Apparently knight on bd7 is more common, but who knows, you know? Let's see. How far did we get in theory? Takes, knight g4. Now, he's supposed to play knight c3, but he didn't. Kind of out of book. It's not very exciting. I mean, okay, it's equal, let's say. He's too good for 1600. That I will say, you know, in this time control, he's too good for 1600. Okay. Also, he drew me fantastically last game. It was like a great, fast defense. Okay, move 11's up next. 5 plus 3. I'm a little concerned about my lag. Yeah, it's out of control. Today's Friday, right? They're going to be mowing the lawn across the street. It's like raining today. They can't do that. Okay, 3,464. That's good. That's normal, right? This is not about my location. This is about my internet connection. I don't understand, you know, why it's so bad. Might have to call Comcast and complain, although I don't know if it's going to do any good. You missed the knight g4 idea. Which knight g4 idea? Man, I'm like, my computer is hanging. Maybe I better check the memory. Alright. E4. The ISP is... To be honest though, the computer I'm using to stream with, it's kind of a small machine and it's not that powerful, and I probably should be using something more faster and more powerful, and I will be when I get my other machine back in a couple weeks. But for the time being, we're going to make the best out of it. I could try to restart my router or something. But when I did that the last time, it didn't seem to have any effect. But in the US, these companies that provide internet services, they're kind of slowing down the regular service to get you to like subscribe to premium, so-called premium services. This has been a hot topic of debate. I think that it's true, that they purposely slow it down and then try to get you to pay more for exclusive internet service. It'll probably happen in other places too. It hasn't really happened in Hungary yet. They just kind of give you the best service they can, like old school style. But eventually they'll figure out the trick, Let's see, bishop e2. Right. So we'll play c5. Most people don't play this line anymore. Much more common to play like knight, I guess knight e7. Or knight d7, actually. Both of those lines. What speeds do I pay for? I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't know. The package was like installed 5 years ago, or I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't checked it. I guess I should. But I haven't been using it. I'm in Europe, and it just sits here. So bishop e3. This is the best move for white, although castling is okay too. Probably this is best. I played this with white at least one game. San Diego says the best thing I like about the stream is the great commentary and the longer time controls. You're welcome. And thanks for supporting the stream in the past, San Diego. You think the machine strength doesn't matter in the ping? But I mean, if my computer is kind of getting overwhelmed by running different applications and stuff, I mean, couldn't it be affecting that? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. It's possible you're right. You know more than me, you guys, about computers. I'm very much a noob. I only started using my first computer 35 years ago. I had an Apple IIc when I was a kid. I still have it, actually. It's a good collectible. It works. I played Chessmaster. I don't know if I told you guys, like last year I played Chessmaster 2000 on the Apple IIc. That was fun. I should do a stream where I do that. That would be awesome. Retro chess program stream. Ping doesn't get affected by machine's core power. Alright, now move 11 played knight c3. I don't recall seeing this move. It's a kind of weird move. I mean, normally I'm thinking that the pawn is coming to c4. That's how I play it. Well, I've got to develop my pieces here. It'd be a great stream. Retro chess computer. You guys like that? Chessmaster 2000. International Master William Paschall versus Chessmaster 2000. Running on an Apple IIc. Approximate strength. 2015 US. That'd be awesome. Juicebox Wizard, what's up? I don't know if it was like called the Chessmaster or Chessmaster 2000. My friend had a program that was even older, and I actually know a guy who was selling this years ago. One of the first commercially available chess programs called Sargon. Does anybody here remember Sargon? You're gonna really look old. I didn't have Sargon. My friend had it though. I played the chess game on Atari 400 back in the day. Really? Atari had a chess game? I didn't realize that. Was it like just an exclusively chess program? Chessmaster 2000? I mean, there were different chess masters. There was like the Chess Master 2000, Chess Master 2100, I think, which is appropriate. It still would be appropriate, right? It's like Chess Master 2100. We think we're talking about years, not rating. What's going on here with our ping? It calmed down a little bit. We're back to reality with only a mere 300. Yeah, it was a purely chess cartridge. That's cool. I thought it might be one of those things that had like multiple games on it. So man, he's trying to like knock me out with F5. Okay. Man, I don't know. What am I supposed to do here? Can I play H5? That's kind of crazy. I may be getting busto here. I like this for white. This is nutty. He's got some special line here, it looks like. Just trying to annihilate me. Like, immediate devastation with F5. Tushar, you've had this position with white a couple of times? Oh, that's reassuring. I was hoping you'd have it with black. It's like, please have it with black? Man, this is like caveman chess. But kind of scary for black. I mean, I don't know if he can play F5. But my feeling is that I'm a little bit worried about my bishop on g6 and imminent f5s. f5 is a lie for now, but it doesn't have to be a lie, over the next few moves. I mean, queen h4, it's like the kind of move that's gotten people in trouble sometimes. Well, actually, bishop h4 is more often a bad move. That's a classic thing. When you play bishop h4 in the Caro-Kann advanced variation and like leave it there and then get it trapped by g5. Famous trap. Bishop e7, bishop h4 check. They'll just leave it there and then g5 and the bishop on h4 gets trapped. Happens sometimes for black in the King's Indian. Like you get a knight on a4 that gets, or bishop on a4, excuse me. On the other side of the board, mirror image. Well, I don't look at the position like that, Tushar. I mean, I like to be more holistic. I'm not sure that putting my queen in h4 automatically means that I'm better. He has bishop f2. My queen could very well be out of place on h4, out of position. Okay, guys, I just want to remind everyone we have a simul on Sunday. So simul on Sunday will be 1 p.m. EDT. I mean, bishop e4 is sort of tempting here. It's the French. No, it's the Caro-Kann. Maybe this could fall back here and I could play the French. It's the winnower. I'm not waiting for h4, h5. But I also didn't promise I was going to take on c3, though it's not a bad move. I think it's very double-edged. Alright, we'll go for it. I have mixed feelings about this. Probably dubious. Probably dubious. I'm playing the French. Play the French by John Watson. That's kind of a relief. I was very concerned about castles for white there. It looks like the most troublesome. Not really as a French. Okay. I don't want to be too materialistic. Do I mean what I say? Man, I tried to make a move, but it wouldn't let me. Now, obviously, I was mostly concerned about queen d6 there. He has that move. You wouldn't dare play like that, would you? Oh my god, he does that. You can't be in your right mind and play that move. Unbelievable. No immediate knockout. I got the lag back again. Whose king is safer here? I'm only up a pawn, and I don't want to lose it. Maybe too late, though. My god. With my lag, anything could happen. Oh, he didn't do that. He attacked me instead, but he loses a rook. He doesn't lose a rook. He does. Move 11 let me live. I just joined Twitch to watch Nakamura stream live. He stayed on because of me. Alright, thank you for that. You met and played John Watson. He's an expert in post-mortem analysis. Rook takes g4 check. Okay, what do we got here? Morwa, Acerbate, Quam, Koto, Tamali, Nefidov. Welcome, everyone. I just want to remind you, the stream will be on Sunday. No stream tomorrow. It's my day of rest. And we have Sunday, which is going to be various times. The Sunday simul. I do a simul every week. This week will be 40, just like last week. 40 minutes, 40 seconds per move for 25 players on lichess. It will be 12 p.m. What did I say? No. Forget that. It's 1 p.m. 1 p.m. on Sunday. Soltigo, let's just say 1 p.m. Sunday, guys. Just so I correct myself, because I said 12 for a second. It's 1 p.m. Sunday. Yeah, an expert in a postmortem analysis. All right, let's play more WoD. I'm getting warmed up. The players are getting tough. Okay. Move 11 and more WoD are both players who are inconsistent, but they're both capable of beating me. I drank all my drinks. Coffee and beer. Still got a little bit of coffee left. Then we'll go to water. You need to sign a contract with the brewery. Yeah, that's a good idea. A very good idea. There is like this beer that's like pretty close to where this beer making company pretty close to where I live. All right, I don't know. It just says reconnecting. This looks really bad. I'm 602. That's great. All right, more WoD. Let's play G6. Simul, when? Soltigo's been doing a great job helping with the stream. by the way. No, no, nobody under legal age can have any beer. Knight f3, g6, d4, bishop g7, c4. Now, the interesting thing is that actually Morwat likes to normally play e4, but he's kind of mixed it up and plays both, now that I think about it. This particular move order is usually guys who play like g3, oftentimes. Here's my advert from Old Tom from Stockport Brewery. Yeah, the United Kingdom has a lot of breweries, obviously. G3, a lot of traditional ones and probably like newer ones too. G3, yes, you see, they always do that. All right. It's not easy being black. I have an interesting move that I play here that might mess him up a little bit. Gary played this against Anatoly Karpov once. I've played it a number of times, notably against Nigel Davies. He lives in Wales, I think. Nigel Davies. Bishop g2, queen a5 check. And then what do you interpose here? Okay, queen d2. I don't think I've ever faced queen d2 in like a serious game. That might have been like what Karpov played against Kasparov. I can't remember. I'm tempted to play knight c6, but I don't know about that. Queen d2 seems not that incisive. I just don't remember. Let's try this. This is weird. Knight c5, take, take, take. I don't know. c5, take, take. Queen b6 is also interesting. It's not easy to say what the best move is there. No, he's just playing this now. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this, to be honest. It's just a weird position, but he's used less time than me. He just used like a minute less than me. The weird thing that I noticed is that I'm not getting a lot of lag when I'm not streaming. He had to play that. That annoying trading queens thing. With my queen again. That doesn't seem right. This doesn't seem right for me. Too many queen moves. I just didn't want to let my pawn structure get busted with like queen takes b6, but I think this is sort of dubious. I don't know. It's better for white. I play this type of structure in the English a lot. You know, he should be slightly better here. It almost feels like I lost the move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could you play me a quick 3+2 game after this before I go to sleep? Just because you're a subscriber. If you send in the challenge, Tushar, I'll accept it. But in the future, you know, you should really challenge me, like, and get in the list. A3, because this is, you know, it's not a subscriber stream. This is a regular, like, just take all the players in order stream. So I shouldn't do any favors, but I'll let you, you know, play a quick 3+2 game. Because I have the right to override and do whatever I want. Knight c6. And now queen d1. This is a bad move. You need to put your queen on h4. And also f4 is probably not bad. But queen d1 seems unnecessarily passive for more wah. Unnecessarily passive. Then it started to mobilize your pieces now. I saw that, Nefedov. I'll need to see some ID. Yeah, it's right. It's nighttime. It's not possible for me to keep the challenge in the stream on at the same time on mobile. Okay. Okay, we're flying over here now, or what do we do? Queen h5 is dubious. I guess everything's dubious here. It doesn't have to be dubious, right? Right, exactly, Nefedov, my point. Queen d8 seems too passive. That very well might be the suggestion of the engine. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me entirely. The computer is willing to go to great lengths, you know, to avoid danger, I guess. Okay. Knight g5 is a very provocative move. It actually exists a very similar position in the what do you call it, Kavalik variation of the King's Indian, like h4. Strange as it may seem, can be an annoying move. Thank you, Tushar. I work relentlessly. Basically, Morwa didn't achieve anything with knight to g5. I mean, he forced me to play h6, but I don't think that's such a bad thing. I don't think that's such a bad thing at all. I think he could have played a number of moves. h4, as I said. Maybe rook e1. You're feeling to sleep. You should be sleeping, man. Tushar, did you challenge me to this so-called 2 plus 3, or 3, what did you say? 3 plus 2? Alright, guys. So, bishop h3. I think that we went wrong here with white. Not we, but him. In several ways. Like, queen d1 was passive. Knight g5 didn't really do anything. Though, I think he could have gone to e4, maybe. Is that stupid? Is that a stupid idea to play there to e4? Yeah, but now it's very similar to the Kavlik. Knight g4. Lubosh. The Lubosh variation. Dragonfly Hunter. It's the fishing pole. No, it's not really. It's a Kavlik concept. Primitive attacking ideas. If nothing else, it looks scary, you know, even if it doesn't do anything. Do you get the distinct impression he's not going to leave me alone with the knight f4? And g5, I mean, g5 kind of concerns me here. You know, I'm thinking, like, did I go wrong? Have I gone wrong in life? I'm going to bail out. I have a bad feeling about this. Like, there's the knight f4 thing. It could get worse. Would you seriously take the pawn on b2? That doesn't look sane, you know. I'm seeing a very long variation where it's like approximately equal at the end. Any stories about any players for us today? I need like the thing with the stories with players. You know, I don't just make them up. I need some sort of inspiration, like something to click and like remind me of something to make the stories come. I actually thought he should have played knight d4. Because on knight d4, knight takes d4 pawn. This was the variation I looked at, I think. What was it? Knight d4, bishop takes d4? No. Wait, what was I doing on knight d4? Oh, queen d7. That was it. Knight d4, queen d7, knight takes c6. That was my main line. It was a long line, and it actually looked kind of equalish. Knight d4, queen d7, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like if you don't know anything about chess when I'm talking about these variations. Okay, that's got to go. Now my knight is trapped on e5. Or not. No. It's not trapped. It's almost trapped. I'm so happy you saw it my way. Pawn structure. Was this a stupid move or a good move? Unclear. Yeah, it was probably better to clear the other rook. Look at him go. Unfortunately, like, it's just equal. I wonder if he pushed the envelope too hard there. I do have like slightly bad lag, so alright. Draw. This is a draw. Objectively. It's equal. It's totally equal. The final position. 0.00. I don't know. It looks like 0.00, but I'm not sure. Not a bad game. Dragonfly Hunter saw Gingy in 1988. No, it was 1980. It could have been 1989, the U.S. Open in Boston. I think it was 1989 because I didn't play. I was actually on vacation in Massachusetts and wanted to play, but I didn't get to go for some reason, and I was living in New Jersey, and I wanted to go to that tournament, but I didn't go. So I didn't go to school until I didn't reach Boston until 1990, and I missed that U.S. Open. It could have been 88. I'm not sure. I think it was 89, but Roman was in his prime back then. All right. Looks like I was better at some point. I guess, I don't know. Here? I kind of panicked when he played knight d5. and I was seriously concerned about the f4 square, and the engine says g5 is good, but I wasn't so sure. I felt my queen was unprotected. I just saw that my queen was unprotected here, and I thought, oh, I don't know why. I just assumed that that was too loose or something. It looks like black's really better. It's funny, but I didn't have time to calculate. I was talking too much. You guys are old. We are old. Okay, guys, gonna play this quick game with Tushar, but everyone else should just challenge me to 5+3. We'll play as many games as we can. This guy is in India. He's in a very late time zone, so I'm gonna lose this game to him and then let him go to bed. All right, thanks for watching. We need to enunciate. This is kind of a fast time control, so I don't want to commentate quite as much. I'll get in time pressure if I do that. It's like, yeah, it's got to be like something like that, you know, really late or early if you prefer. When I'm in let's say when I'm in the European area, we've got lots of American guys who are on at 2 or 3 in the morning. I mean, you guys should know that. A lot of you are them. Surprised there's no jet lag excuses. Dude, the jet lag excuses are old. I need something new, Nefedov. Yeah, now didn't I do this where I did d5 or something? Unnecessarily? I think that Tushar should learn a real line against the dragon. But this seems to be kind of a good drawing weapon. It's also possible to take with the pawn. I have done that. I'm making like Hikaru faces. He like wrinkles up his face when he's like not sure. Okay, I haven't seen it firsthand in a long time, but what are we gonna do here? Just play like e6 and defend my pawn structure. We've got the better island. It's so hard for either side to win this. Bishop there. Purely technical position now. How do you evaluate when you should move your kingside rook? Maybe e5 deserves to be considered now. Yeah, I mean, we need to play the whole board here. I mean, e5. We have a strong center. It's like it's easier and lazier to not play e5, but we could probably got to play it here to get some center control, central control. I mean, this is a really innocuous variation, but at the same time, it's annoying to play against. A player like Tushar who played this repeatedly, also Nefedov, it's kind of like very difficult for black to play for more than a draw. Well, that move I didn't anticipate. Bishop e5. White's pieces are like perfectly placed. He's 1967 in blitz. 1900 in bullet. But I think he's stronger. He's pretty fast, too, so the time shouldn't be the issue. Maybe psychologically, sometimes. Ivanchuk? You mean the unibrow? Did Ivanchuk take a lot of harassment for that? Nefedov, you think? It's like the character on Sesame Street, Bert. You know, the unibrow. That's rough. Not easy to deal with. That bishop is starting to piss me off now. Okay, we've reached maximum pissed offness with this bishop on b5. Pissed offedness. It's like no pawn moves, but he did play a4. Now there's this kingside threat coming out of almost nowhere. It's like a machine gun, White's play. Absolutely like a machine gun. It's like one threat after another threat. And no pawn moves, just instant threat after threat after threat. Very tactical or oriented, very tactically oriented decision making. What do I do now? Take the pawn? I think it's like mandatory. He blundered. Okay. Get some sleep, man. Alright, Asterbait, Quam, Koto Amuts. Forget it. I'm going to play Asterbait next. Always look before you leap. Always look before you leap. But, you know, that's the one problem. He didn't make any loof for his king. I'm just lucky. I mean, he wasn't worse there. Objectively. Probably. I didn't play very aggressively. I was just kind of maintaining the position approximately equal. And then we managed to win. By kind of lucky turn of events. People say there's no luck in chess. Like, it's not really true. I mean, you know, it's a lucky if you have 3 opponents blunder in a row. Like, you won a Swiss system tournament. Some Grandmaster won an Open because his last 3 round opponents, like, all blundered, you know. I mean, that is luck. You know, what are you going to say about it? Well, the funny thing is, Tushar, you say you're scared, but I don't think you play like a scared player, really. I mean, scared people are, like, hiding on the back 2 ranks, and I feel like you play aggressively, but as you get closer to the critical moment, maybe you start to get nervous. I wouldn't call you scared. I would use a different word. Maybe nervous is a better word. You know, apprehensive or nervous, because you're not scared. You know, you're aggressive. The Nimzovich variation of the Sicilian. Apprehensive about, you know, tense situation. It's normal. Alright, so we have knight c3 or e5. They're both playable. I thought it was weird. Did Kasparov really say that? Dude, are you serious? That's amazing. Tav Jacob said, a Kasparov quote, "If you make 10 consecutive threats, your opponent will blunder." Is that for real? But I feel the same pressure. Everybody feels the same pressure when they're playing strong opponents. It doesn't have to be someone stronger than me. It can be someone around the same strength as me. You know, if they're strong enough, they put pressure on you, and it makes you, you know, you feel their strength, you know. I mean, you feel like the pressure's there. They're putting pressure on you, or you know that you can only push them so far. They won't make a mistake. Tushar, I think you just need more experience, and the more experience you get, the more confident you'll become. You know, it's just a matter of time. You have to be patient. Be confident, but be patient. So, knight d5. Don't even think about blundering, Tushar. You just have to believe in your game and play your game, you know, and just try not to think about negative things, Try not to think like, oh, I don't want to, I'll blunder. I have the same issue in life. Like, I think I'm too negative because I dwell on negative things sometimes. And this is something that I've been trying to self-help myself with, like not focusing or dwelling on negative things. Like, try to focus and dwell on the positive things. It's really important. E6, this is like main line. I don't know the theory too well. Nils Grandelius, the Swedish grandmaster, he played a crazy game with Magnus Carlsen in this Nimzovich variation like last year. I don't remember. Was it Altibox tournament like it's going on now, or was it something else? In all seriousness, just think about the game, man. I mean, you have to believe in yourself, and you have to have confidence. I mean, we all have the same feeling you just described, at our own levels. I have the same feeling when I'm playing a GM. But when I'm really in practice, when I'm really feeling good, I think that those feelings disappear or fall away, those feelings of lack of confidence. Knight takes d5. So this is the line, I guess, like main line. I want to say this is all book. But I've literally never had a tournament game and probably had very few blitz games ever in this variation. It's not a bad line. That what Osterbait is playing here, this knight f6, is actually a pretty good line, I would say, in practice to play if you want to take your opponents a little bit out of theory. Even modern masters might be kind of not very well versed in knight f6 because it's just one of those things that you don't encounter often enough to really invest time in it. Okay, back to the game here. Our lag seems to have chilled out. Or not. 350 is great. I'm used to 90 in Budapest. So now we're still on our own. And now there was this I had this old Fritz and it used to have the talking feature, which is amusing at first but then annoying. I never played it that much. I just kind of toyed around with it a little bit years ago, and it used to do this one phrase that was and now you're on your own, or we're on our own. It was pretty irritating. So what's up now? What's up now, punk? We're supposed to take, and so you can take with tempo? That doesn't seem right. No, wait. If I take, you're going to have to sack a pawn. Bishop takes c5. Queen takes d5. Queen b6. Bishop c4. Bishop takes f2 check. King f1. Is that one of these crazy lines? Then he could actually castle. Oh my god. And then I do knight g5 or something and go postal. Postal at the coastal. But I still feel like it's fundamentally wrong to play d takes c5 unless I've got a darn good reason to do that. You see, a normal international master doesn't know the theory here, although I don't consider myself an e4 player. Okay, I don't know. It feels wrong to me to take here unprovoked. Fritz 16 still says that. That's how lame they are. They haven't updated. I'm really kind of disappointed with chess base. I mean, the last time... Let's see, Queen a5 check, that's a weird move. That seems wrong. I mean, you see, but he's worried about his d5 pawn. I get it. Now you understand. Queen out is never good, Bishop d2 is not bad. c3 is not bad. Not bad. Artificial. But solving the problem of defending his pawn on d5. But his coordination is all really kind of dubious here. Okay. So I want to play bishop d3. So you want to be a chess player. All right. Well, I'm welcome to Gambit land. There's zombie land. The strangest ideas pop up. Could make like a zombie land chess parody called Gambit Land. Um, Bishop d3. There's nothing like Woody Harrelson playing a psychopathic character. No. He's ancient now, like me. Azerbaijan just psychically finding all the moves. I was just going to get out of town like Morphe here. We'll try to get a contract with Plants vs. Zombies to do like a chess. That's an awesome idea right there. Plants vs. Zombie chess. Where do I come up with this stuff? That would be awesome, right? A Plants vs. Check online, guys. Someone check this out. There's got to be Plants vs. Zombies chess set. Like, there's everything else chess set. Star Wars chess set, The Simpsons. I mean, there's got to be Plants vs. Zombies. I'm just going to go home. I've had enough of this abuse. Tell me that wouldn't be an awesome chess set. Like, the zombies with cones on their heads are like the... They're like the bishops. They're like... They even have like a bishop shape. I mean, I don't know, you know? Is there enough carryover between Plants vs. Zombies and chess players? Did they actually market a Plants vs. Zombies chess set? Are you sure this exists? An awkward opponent effect. Well, I think that Azerbaijan is like one of the lowest rated players who's brave enough to play me. You know, most people who are like 1400, they're like, I don't want to get beat up by a strong player. You know, I'm not going to play. And so he's brave enough, man. And I think that's cool. Nobody tell you otherwise. The only way you get better is by playing stronger players. Yeah, this is forced mate. But let's take a moment to just look at the theory for a second, because I think Azerbaijan got pretty far here, and this is probably all book. Alright, so I found the main line. So versus Mamadjarov, 2018. It's a pity to have to exchange on c5 and allow him to bring his bishop out, but the key moment is... You can also play c3, apparently. Now, I know that I've seen this before, but it became, like, subconscious. So the real question is this line, which I have seen before. But I don't know the theory well enough, you know. Bishop c4, bishop takes f2 check. What's going on here? To be honest with you, I wouldn't even know where to put my king in this position, because all three moves look playable without having it memorized. Looks like there's no doubt you have to play king e2. This is totally Ivanchuk City, man. I mean, he would be all over this. The board might not be marketed. Oh, man. So, Shira versus Jan Markos, 2014. John Ludwig Hammer. Well, he's a close friend of Magnus, so... Yeah, all book. Alright, guys, so that was weird. He went off, you know, he didn't play bishop takes c5. That's probably the best try. That's critical. Alright, guys. Yeah, Two Shark is supposed to be in bed. He was tired. Alright. We're going to play a little g3 today. He counters my fianchetto bishop with c6. I must have played this before. I played like 7 games with Quam. So against bishop f5, we have basically a London system with colors reversed. And I played different setups out of a King's Indian type of situation. Either a double fianchetto, or we could do like straight up King's Indian style. We can do a trick where we kind of do both. That was a strange grammatical sentence, Davidov. Alright. A bit strange grammatically speaking. B3. I've had this a couple times. Once against Mark Esserman, I was like, you know what? I was so happy to get this type of position against Esserman. He's all tactics, and it was like, wow, okay. Mark's gonna love this, you know. I think it's a bad choice for someone like Esserman. Very tactical player. But the London system, really? Okay, strange decision by Quam, kind of psychopathic, you know, castling queenside in the London system. I mean, I can understand like your bishop on g4 maybe, but so we go to try to open the position. This should be our main goal. Try to carve it open quickly with that black king kind of exposed. C-file, and then launch the pawns. No, man, I mean, you don't have to leave too sharp just because you conned us into giving you an early game. I'm just kidding, man. You are welcome to stay. Absolutely. Guys, we're going to be doing a simul on Sunday. It'll be 1 p.m. 1 o'clock p.m. EDT, European... Yeah. EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. European Eastern, no. European, no. Eastern Daylight Time. H5. Oh, yes. So, what's the deal here? I mean, do we want to touch any kind of kingside pawns? This is... Actually, one of the people that I worked with recently asked me, like, how do you handle players who are, like, maniacs, you know? And, I mean, there's no easy answer in this position. I think that I'm tempted to play h4. It's a double-edged decision. May well be worth it, though. I mean, is he going to play h4? First, we start opening it up. Then I have e4 at some moment. There's also knight to g5, which might prove useful. Something like rook c1, e4. Let's play e4 while the getting's good. There may be problems with his white square bishop. Quam is just ridiculous. Like, I don't know. He just only plays for time. And it's like 5 plus 3, he's used no time. I don't understand. Like, why do you have to play that fast? Seems like too much focus on trying to play fast. But he doesn't listen. Alright. Next trick. Now he's got a very subtle threat. He's used no time for the whole game. Okay, that bishop is getting on my nerves. He had big threats of queen takes g3 at any moment there, which was going to be pretty nasty. We're starting to have some serious counter threats now, I would say. Counter spiel. I doubt this is best, though. I don't know why he has to play so fast. Is that the only time control he plays, like bullet? Almost only bullet. I don't know, man. You need to slow down and try to take more time. And the DF5 best, I don't know. Yeah, that's the question. I mean, it's not that inspiring, but it doesn't look bad. Even knight a5 is interesting. Maybe this wasn't the best move. Looks like Black is playing really, really well in this game, though. For a guy who's used no time at all, he's playing extremely well. Man, I almost have 97. Man, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know if this is good or not. We'll see. I have like 57 seconds left. I mean, I'm just doing this on basic instinct. Basic instincts. We should have just enough good stuff to kind of keep the fun flowing. Lucky though that I have anything, you know, because I think if he had played a more solid move, like I probably wouldn't have basically anything. He's got 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That's time to stop and think, you know, at this point. Primus. What is up, guys? I'll try to win this one. But I feel fortunate to be alive. Man, there's a cool variation here, like rook d1 check, but I think that's too much. Alright, now objectively, I probably was like slightly worse, you know? I think his primitive caveman stuff was working here. Not yet, but wait, you know. Played c4, h5. Not clear what the best defense is here, and I think that h4 was very controversial. Like always in the dragon and stuff, when you play h5, you know, the stopgap kind of move may in fact weaken my position more than it was in the first place. It's like going from the frying pan into the proverbial fire. So h4 may very well have been a bad move, but I was using a lot of time and unsure. So let's see. Chop, chop, e4. Chop, chop. And then not clear where he should put his bishop. I played queen e2. Here. And then I played what? Rook c1. He goes there. And now this is critical position. Knight c4. And I played bishop d4. Okay. Yeah, I mean, here I think he should just be a tiny bit better. You know, the computer says he's got better control of d4, better control of e5. Black is a tiny bit better. But the thing is that I think Black wanted too much, you know. He played f6. Okay, that's not a bad move. And then here, chop, chop. And then suddenly I'm just better. Here. And I mean, if you look at the position, like everything's bearing down on there. I mean, on c6, so... I wanted to play e5 really bad, but I couldn't make it work. I just don't think it works. You know, he takes on e5 and it defends c6. So apparently I had this move. I didn't see it. Ah, that's a beautiful move. No, I think H3 is bad too. I think you just have to suck it up and let him do his like crazy maniac H5, H4, and just yeah, you have to like ignore it. I'm not sure you even take on H4. You may just like not even take. That's probably the best defense. All right, guys, let's move on. Let me get a drink of water. We should be streaming for another hour. International Master William Paschall. We're doing Fast Friday, so just 5+3 blitz, casual, because we like it casual here. What is up now? All right, we got the stream. We've got not so many viewers today. Okay. Please support the stream, guys. Donate bits. Make a donation via PayPal. Even just $5 or $10 a year would be awesome. If you like the stream, you think it's instructive, it's helped you, give back a little bit to the stream and help support this so I can keep it going. I'd like to thank my moderator, Soltigo. He's done a great job, and a lot of the regulars are very supportive. Okay, so Koto Ats, whatever. We're going to play him next. When was the first time you ever participated in a FIDE rated chess tournament? How was it like? Well, that's not clear. I've been playing, back in my day, I mean, when I earned my first FIDE rating, this was in the early 90s, and in that day, FIDE hadn't expanded the rating system down below 2000. I mean, actually, women were allowed to go down to 2000, and men had to have 2200 or higher to even have a FIDE rating. So when I earned my first FIDE rating, I was 23. My first FIDE rating was 2330, but I was already like probably 2275 US or something like that. So, I mean, I don't remember what my first FIDE rating tournament was. I'm sure that I played in some and I didn't earn a rating because my performance was too low. Many tournaments in 1989, 1990. Actually, in 1990, I had a very good result in a 5-round FIDE rated tournament where I think I got part of my first rating. I beat like three FIDE masters in a row. So we got like my first 5 rated games was a very strong performance of like 3.5 out of 5. I basically scored 3 out of 4 against FIDE masters and then lost to Joel Benjamin. And then I finished like tied for 3rd in this tournament in Philly back in 1990. That was my first successful rating, event. Now the system's completely different. I mean, everyone has like unlimited ratings down to whatever. So everything is different. We had to walk uphill both ways to school. You know how it is. So would you like to play a Catalan or a Reti? Uptime. Almost an hour and a half. Play the Reti. Everybody knows the Catalan theory a little bit better. Talvin has to go to bed. Everybody has to go to bed. I know. I'm much more of a morning person now that I'm teaching a lot. My FIDE rating was probably a little bit inflated. Like I probably should have been more like 2250 when I got 2330. I was a little high, and I fell back down, into the 2200s. And I actually could have gotten the FIDE Master title back in 1993, but the U.S. Chess Federation, you had to have like I want to say like 29 games or something like that, and like over 2300, and I had it, but the U.S. Chess Federation like delinquently like didn't apply for my FIDE Master title, so I ended up like not getting the FIDE Master title till like 1995, which was really stupid. My rating went under 2300, then I couldn't get the FIDE Master title for like another year and a half. But then, in those days, FIDE Master was stronger. Like now it's just like lame. I mean, you go over 2300 and you're an automatic FIDE Master. I mean, that's stupid, That's not what an original FIDE Master meant, So FIDE Master by today's standards is way weaker than what it used to be. I know a lot of people, and I'm not going to name names, but There are a lot of people who like, I don't know, they kind of like maybe went a little too high. The rating got a little high, and they're not really like 2300 strength. Let's say they're like 2200 players who got lucky for a while. So you got a lot of FIDE masters running around with this title that they don't really deserve, in my opinion. But FIDE makes money every time someone applies for the FIDE master title. Their federation or someone has to like pay a fee to award them the title. So it's like a scheme for FIDE to make more money. Asterbate is one of them, of course. All right. So, did I make a mistake? No. Did you make a mistake? Maybe. There's a variation here I have to double check, but pawn takes pawn, knight takes, bishop takes g2, knight takes e6, right? That should be good for white. I will admit that my rook looks a little stupid here at this point. You know, in this particular moment, it's not influencing too much. My move order may have been fishy. I have a turtle, and he kind of makes that sound. He's getting air. Aquatic turtles. Breathing. E takes d4. That's what I sounded like there. E takes d4. Now, if knight takes d4, I lose a piece. That's unhealthy. Knight e5 is very tempting, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to cut it. We're going to have to play d3. Can I allow him to play d3? It looks a little bit too much. At the same time, knight e5, rook c8, and I'm not that thrilled about that, you know. Someone suggested queen d3. You've got a chess story of yours? You invited a friend to my first wedding, and my first wife invited her friend. We have the same life, man. Anyway, I didn't know her friend, but it turned out those guys knew each other from chess tournaments. That's funny. You know, coincidences happen every day. It's so weird. Today I went to the supermarket and I bought this like random toaster oven. You know, yesterday it arrived at the house, and it's a toaster oven. Just your standard like toaster oven. There are like literally hundreds of toaster ovens you can order like online to have delivered to your house. But I went to the supermarket today, like after taking it out of the box last night, went to the supermarket today, and the guy there like selling something had the exact same toaster oven. I was like, hey, how's your toaster oven? Because I just got one of those, and I'm wondering how it works. Like, literally, like 1 in like 500 chance this guy has the exact same toaster oven. Okay, bishop c5. Now this pawn. I know that's small potatoes compared to like a wedding story, but knight e5, bishop c5, man. That's a bad piece, isn't it? Themes. If you don't play 95 now, when are you going to play 95? $1 million question. And actually, if you don't play 95 now, is he going to do something bad, you know, to hurt me? I don't like that. What would George Meyer do? Like, man, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to play a3, but then my knight can't move out, and I want to play 95, but it doesn't do anything. And I want to play 92, but then, I don't know. '93 looks great. Are you sure? I'm not so convinced about it. One of those guys has a draw with Ponomarev. These guys didn't even consider you as a decent chess player, so these guys were serious contenders. Were you ever intimidated playing against FMs and IMs in my early career? Not really. Actually, some of the stronger ones, of course. I mean, FMs and IMs come in every kind of variety. You know, there's a big variance, really. My first win was against an FM. He wasn't particularly strong. He wasn't a bad player, don't get me wrong. He earned the real FM title, but there are some FMs who were like really high rated that never got the IM title. I'm just running out of time, man. You're starting to piss me off here. What would Bent Larson do? Just don't. Larson had this awesome game against Geller in his collected like best games, which I always loved. It was a sort of similar line. Now there's a surprising move. Man, this guy is fast. Damn, dude. He's insanely fast. He's like Quam. He plays ultra fast. If you slowed him down, he'd probably gain like 200 rating points. Just a guess, but a guesstimate. Did knight b5? I didn't even see knight b5. When was knight b5? Koto Amatsukami, he has a draw against me, but he's played super tough. Like, he's got a bad score, but like, in all seriousness, dude is playing like Karpov or something. I mean, damn. Jurian Gray. Alright, dude is like not only like outplaying me, but he's putting pressure on the clock too. He's got me down to a minute to 15 seconds. There is the increment though. Very similar to Quam. He basically outplays me, but he's playing too fast and then kind of stumbles. I think I was worse. I was definitely worse. Seems to be the theme. The theme of the day is just being practical, staying alive, and then waiting for the other guy to make a mistake. But let's see the opening, quick. I think the d4 is playable. It's kind of a weird line, though. Alright, so e3. This is like some sort of main line. b6. I think I was supposed to put my knight on c3. I'm playing like Kramnik. Vlad has a game here from 2009. And another one. 2. Okay. Rook d1 is the main line. I don't even know the theory that well. It's just like instinct. And now d4, also the main line. According to this, what is that? No. No, and actually, wow, but why is d4 so bad? So I'm supposed to go 95 right away, but I was unconvinced by this completely because of rook c8. Like, what does this do? You know, he goes here, and what? You know? I just don't see, like, 95 achieving anything, really, for white. Anyway, guys, good game. Didn't c8 was covered. Yeah, you were outplaying me, like, kind of. White might have been a slight bit worse. All right. Nefidov. What's up, guys? So don't forget my simul will be on Sunday at 1 p.m. EDT. Let's see. What other news? Please support the stream. Make a donation via PayPal or just some bits here on Twitch. Please subscribe, and thanks to those of you who have subscribed. It's awesome. Otherwise, guys, we're doing like 6 streams a week. Monday, let's see, Monday, Wednesday, Friday Blitz and kind of rapid. Friday Blitz. Tuesdays is like our viewer tournament, and Thursdays I'm doing a subscriber stream as I did last night. Anyway, guys, welcome to the stream. International Master William Paschall. We're taking all challengers here in 5+3 casual blitz with our wonderful internet connection. But I mean, I believe in trying to play correctly, and I'm pissed at myself when I like am slightly worse with white after 30 moves, you know, and I win because the other guy made a blunder. I mean, that's not a game that I'm really proud of, you know, and I'm not happy with myself. What's up, Turkey Farm? So e4. All right, Nefidov has now... I mean, Nefidov, are you in the lead for most games, by the way? Like, you've got 130... I haven't mentioned this in a long time, but Nefidov has 131 games. This is 133. Is he the leader in actual games played against me? Or is there someone else? I'm thinking like Nefidov might be the leader. We've played him so many games now, I'm running out of openings to play. Oops. Why is it oops? So we're running out of games and running out of openings for him. You know, I played every possible defense against e4, I think. I'm going to repeat our opening from yesterday. Man. All right. Thanks for watching and subscribing, guys, on Twitch. We're trying to get up to like 75 average viewers. Can we please play after? Sleepy time. Where are you, Kinetic Theory? All right. So we'll try to put Kinetic Theory up next. Only if I know for sure that you guys are legitimately in a time zone, you know, that is in sleepy mode. No Americans trying to sneak in the early games here. Queen d6 d4. Yeah, all right. So this is not in fashion now. You know, the Queen d6 Scandinavian I played for a little bit, like in a few games. Now, I don't know what's recommended. I think a6 is the main line. If I'm playing bishop e3 quickly here. Am I supposed to play like bishop g4? Good question. Man, I don't know this theory well enough. I actually did some videos 10 years ago, but I've forgotten anything that I talked about. I only played it maybe like twice. It was a trend. Alright, 10 years ago. I'm exaggerating, but it was probably about 10 years ago when this variation was a trend. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Alright, bishop e3, kind of a rare move. Like, we usually see knight e5 or g3 or bishop c4. I like bishop e3, though. I mean, that may well be a good variation. I remember looking at this and thinking, like, maybe bishop there, queen e2 is a pretty reliable setup for white, and also an aggressive setup where white can play to castle queen side. But now Nefedov just plays bishop e2. And this is not a bad move, but it's not like as dangerous as putting the bishop on. Putting the bishop on d3. And so, Bob, what's up? Yeah. That's the Trolls number 2 account for today. A little issue. Okay, bishop e2. And I don't know. Knight c6 maybe. Trying to put pressure on the center. Got a book here. Don't feed the trolls. Yes, Bob. Please don't. Don't even acknowledge that they exist. They deserve that. If anything, the best thing we can do is deny their existence. This is not the forum for discussing, political stuff, though. Alright. Queen d2. If it was like chess computer troll, I would agree that we should discuss it, but if it's like a totally off-topic political thing, let's just not, say we did. Queen d2. Chess-related trolling can be discussed, perhaps. Queen d2, he's trying to set up bishop f4, like a delayed bishop f4. It's interesting. I never really thought about that. I guess I should just stack up, double down. And go for broke and use more phrases commonly used. If I castle queenside, is my f7 pawn going to have a problem? Is that what's going to go on? Like, I castle queenside, you play bishop, or you play knight g5, and then I can't protect the old f7 square? Is that what's going on here? That's kind of annoying, this idea of going here. With my queen on d6, it's a big problem. Plus, he's threatening bishop f4. So e6 looks like a logical move, but he's going to kick me with bishop f4. Then I have to go away, but he's wasting a move, but I'm losing. Okay. I don't know. It's a move. I don't know. I can also go to b4. I mean, it may be possible. I did that in another game. I don't think it was against Nefedov. I think it was against someone else. And it turned out like it was wildly dangerous, and I was like flirting with disaster. Is he threatening d5 here? For real? I could play like rook d8, and then I have to go back. It's something like that happened in one of these games. Rook d8, bishop f4, queen b4, and then he could just take the pawn on c7 and make me look stupid. That's what I'm thinking. Castle's queenside, though, I'm worried again about f7, but maybe I don't have to be. Maybe that's the miracle of this position. The miracle of life. If I play castle's queenside, he plays knight g5, and then I take on e2, he takes on f7, I move my queen, he takes on d8, I take on d1. No, I don't like it. If I castle queenside, he plays knight g5, and if I do anything else, like defend that pawn, then he's going to do all bad things to my bishop. Alright, whatever. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Bishop e7. Feeling wrath. Well, now bishop f5 looking good. Looking good with the bishop f5. I like this. I think he's still got, the old bishop f4. Yeah, I don't trust this. I'm actually not... I don't like being behind on time against Nefedov. I mean, against anybody for that matter, but he's usually one of the players who has a problem where he actually gets behind me on time. So being behind him on time concerns me, because this is normally a player who I can use the clock to my advantage against, and I'm talking too much basically. I'm not adjusting to the time, you know, that we're playing here, 5+3. I'm acting like it's 7+3 or something like that. No. Now I feel like Kramnik playing the Petrov's defense or something. The Petrov. If I go back h4, I just have to accept that white is slightly better. Accept it and move on. Wow, he's out for vengeance today. Like, he really wants to mess me up. Wait. I've got 10 seconds, but an increment of 3 seconds I like. Okay. An entomologist. Well, that was lag, man. My lag just flagged me. Wow. Dude, did I really flag, or did my lag flag me? Oh man, sorry. Sorry. I guess I just was looking at the chat. Thanks guys for you know, arguing in the chat. Distracting me from playing. There's just an argument in the chat which is distracting, and I kind of like spaced for 6 seconds. Anyway, Nefedov, you win. I think the position is close. White is a tiny bit better. I mean, you have the bishop pair. I mean, this was a good move, b3. Guys, don't forget that actually, I'm not sure, until June the 1st. So today's the last day for the chess lecture special. $15 for 3-month membership. If you want to check out chesslecture.com, you can go over there, a site where I've created a lot of videos. This is the first time I ever timed out against him. I don't know if it was like lag or just my distraction. But that's the first time you had the kind of time advantage against me, Nefedov. But I got kind of distracted. Please don't argue with the moderator in the chat room. He's trying to do his job. All right, let's move on. Apparently I was better. Whoa, I must have missed something here. Wait a second. Oh, night before, I wouldn't have thought of that, huh? Feels totally wrong. Wow. This is unclear though. Look how, man, it's crazy. Wow, this is crazy idea. Night before. I don't know what's going on there. That's pretty insane. A fair discourse on the rules, I'd say. All right, guys, let's move on. I'm going to play Baleful. Sorry about losing track of the time there. With my lag, though, it might have just been a lag flag. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't see the 6 seconds tick down. And sometimes that happens in, like, simul games when I'm really short of time. You just flagged, and the lag isn't, like, compensated for or whatever. I'm not sure. I have to watch the replay. If I really just spaced looking at the chat for 6 seconds, or I just was flagged by my lag. I see this a lot. Knight to c6. This is a This is an interesting move. Knight f3, knight c6. If I play g3, I don't like playing the reverse Pirts. So, but if I want to take advantage of this, I'll play d4. I mean, e4, e5 is fine. So, now he's going in Chigorin, and I played g3 a lot lately. This is not a main line against the Chigorin, but I've been quite successful with it at a certain level. So, wait a minute. c4, right? Now, how long after someone's banned can we go back to using the word troll? Can we just stop with that already? c4. Can we just like focus on chess, Bob? Maybe? Just a little bit, you know, so that we don't play more garbage games that are just a waste of time. Alright. e6, bishop g2, and then he has knight b4. Kind of a cool line. I mean, you don't have to just talk about chess, but let's get it back on track at least. Bishop g2. And Grandmaster Nicholas Sedlak played e5 against me here, which is a really cool idea. It's a known gambit. It's actually not that great for black, but I had something kind of crazy prepared, and I played it, and I had a good position, but I lost my way with very bad technique. Bishop g2. Well, my excuse is my internet connection. Nefida was always criticizing me for excuses, but I think I really had one this time. But I shouldn't have gotten in that kind of time pressure. But I'm spending my time talking about variations, different stuff. You know, I'm not focusing on results here. So we're going to focus on excuses, okay? Not results, but excuses. I think that's the theme here, you know, definitely. Bishop b4 check. As my arm slides across the desk. This is not that typical. I mean, mostly the knight coming to b4 gives you, you know, heart pains. But this bishop b4, okay. It's cool. Like, we can go knight c3 or bishop d2. Maybe I like knight c3 better. It feels more aggressive somehow. I feel like bishop d2 almost justifies bishop b4. Whereas knight c3 just kind of like, all right, you do your thing. I think your bishop, you know, you want to trade your bishop for my knight on c3. That's fine. You know, that's all good. You'll be behaved today. I mean, we missed Troll in a roll. I had to send him home, you know, a couple weeks or a week ago because he was mean to me, and just disrespectful. But we don't want to lose you too, Bob. Knight c3. It's been a long day for me. I'm kind of tired today. I had getting up in the morning, and you know, that's hard. Waking up in the morning is a difficult thing to do, guys. Don't forget. So bishop g5 now. I'm going to play this like a Catalan. It is basically a Catalan. I don't know why I'm calling it like a Catalan. It's the Catalan versus the Chigorin. And bishop g5 is controversial. I think I would probably castle, you know, most of the time. But this isn't bad, you know. This is a normal Catalan idea. We're trading this guy off because he's our bad bishop. We're putting our pawns on dark squares, and his pawns will be on white square, or his main pawn is on a white square. He has issues with the d5 pawn. But I'm kind of having second thoughts, though. I'm thinking, I've never played this player before. He's got 390 games. That's all I ask people, is that you have an established rating. You know, I don't want to play people who are like trolling me with 20 games and they play like a computer or whatever. Have an established rating, and it's not any problem. I know what he's thinking about here. He may have lag too, because this is an automatic recapture. Definitely. I feel like it's a very minimalist type of style of game for white now. I think Quam would castle queenside and go berserk at this point. That's a caveman style game. By the way, Talvin, I forgot about you. I'll play you next. I got distracted with the... This is kinetic theory. I got distracted with the mini argument in the stream and losing the game on time. I kind of forgot, like, you wanted to go to bed. So we'll let you play next. And then I'll take protein and testosterone after that. So rook d8, it's awkward. It's awkward. But he can't play knight e7 because he drops a piece, or at least is forced back by queen a4 check. So he could also give up his bishop. I mean, bishop takes c3 is not a crazy move. Yeah, no, knight e7 just loses, basically. Queen a4 check, knight c6, knight takes d5. He had to do something to defend this pawn. Is there an issue here? Queen there. But I don't want to have results. I want to have excuses. But yeah, I don't want... I'm looking forward to calling my internet provider and complaining. I mean, I'm sure that goes over really well. They'll send me like a box in the mail, and I'll have to fix it myself or something. Queen b3. Knight takes d4, obviously queen takes b4. We're double attacking this pawn. And then we have another decision to make now. I mean, after queen takes, bishop e4 is really solid for black. I guess I'll take with the pawn. His b7's hanging, and it's another problem. You know, these pawns are targets for sure, and I've got queen b5 check. Does that not win material? A slightly unusual theme, but he's going to drop a pawn here. Maybe several. I hope that he doesn't have some crazy perpetual on my queen. Doesn't look like it. This pawn is very important, no doubt. And now... Queen is totally out of communication with my other pieces. I don't have the b file because of rook b1 being covered by bishop f5. I'm tempted to play knight to e5. Knight to e5, knight takes e5, pawn takes e5, queen takes e5, queen takes a7. Castles, queen d4. And then he's got queen takes e2. Man. Gotta find something better here. He might even have nasty tactics with... It sounds like a chess show. Nasty tactics with the International Master. Knight d2. Running out of time. Okay, so my queen is going to be awkward. What I was trying to say earlier was if he castles, he's going to be threatening rook b8, queen a6, knight takes d4, queen takes d6, knight takes f3 check, etc., etc. So, all right, let's just make a move. This was a surprise. I didn't expect queen there. And I can play an ending where I'm a pawn up. Now I'll probably flag again. I don't know. Is it possible that it's my broadcasting software, the OBS, making me crazy? I just want to make the point that in the few games I've played that have not been on stream, and I haven't been streaming, and I have been running OBS, I haven't noticed this kind of craziness with lag. Only when I'm streaming. So if that tells you anything, Bob, that seems to be relevant to me. What's up? Am I getting my time just that's how I lost to Nefedov. I'm playing bullet. Because I'm missing like 3 seconds per move. But I didn't know about it at first. This didn't happen last year when I was streaming. Yeah, I just lost on time. Wow, nice game, man. So, this is the worst I've ever seen. Just can't. I just lose on time automatically. I got it. The server's claiming a 2-second lag, but I just can't make moves. Do you have the minimize network impact option enabled in OBS? Let's see. Where would that be? Under settings? Advanced? I mean, it's hard to believe, though. I mean, I was streaming with the same... It's really weird, because I was streaming with the same settings in Hungary, and I never had any issues with the same machine and the same settings. So, I'm losing on time. This didn't happen in the other days, too. I'm losing on time. You know, we'll see what happens after the stream in my non-stream games. All right, guys. Anyway, we're winning here, but I got flagged by the lag, so... Let's play the next game. It gives you guys more fun this way. I have to play a little faster. Considering I don't, I just automatically lose on time when I get under 10 seconds. We'll have to make an adjustment. We'll have to make an adjustment. Definitely. That's bad. Yo. Sorry, Kinetic Theory, wait. I'm going to abort this game. I can't abort. I was supposed to play Kinetic Theory. I'm going to resign this game against Protein X. I'm going to play... I promised Kinetic Theory I would play him next. And then just challenge me again, Protein X. And I'll play you next. Anyway, whatever. Protein, just re-challenge me. So, I know that Kinetic Theory had to go. And you'll play anyway, Protein. He's offering a take-back? He wants... What's going on here? Craziness. Game aborted? What is going on today? Kinetic Theory, why are you offering takebacks and aborting and rematch? And what is going on? Well, now I'm white, man. Let's try again. You want to play white, but let's do it, you know. E4 is instinctual. Anonymous, yeah, I'm just going to play protein next. But I've got the crazy lag. We lost 2 games on lag. It's a lot of fun. I mean, when I did like an internet speed test or something, my ping time was not that bad. You know, it was bad, but like just bad, average bad. Not like I should have a 3,000 ping on lichess. So I don't know. What's causing this craziness? A3 is a very passive move for white. Maybe it's not that bad, though. I mean, there could be some logic to it, some major logic to it, actually. I thought you were going to play B4. Just clamping down, you know, on C5. And then what do? I do D5 myself. That is really weird. I guess if you played B4, I could play A5. And then it just gets into like this really strange situation. It's weird because the stream is fine. It just seems to be the connection with lichess. Right. That's a good point that you bring up. I mean, the stream doesn't seem to have any issues. Does anybody have an idea? I mean, I've got relatively okay but not great internet, you know, connection to like web, you know, browser and stuff like that. But I agree, my stream is okay. Why the horrible lag on lichess? This has never happened before. You know, even here, Comcast is probably detecting network use of OBS and throttling you. I would say, with some certainty, that if you lower the stream quality some, you'll be okay. Interesting. I'm not sure how to handle this. It looks kind of a strange setup with white, with the knight on c3, bishop on d2. I'm just going to play flexibly. Many different options there. I guess I could play all sorts of different things. Now I'm going to think about taking with the queen here. This seems strange, but I mean, pawn takes is okay too, no doubt. But I'm really focusing on trying to keep him pinned down along the c file. Debatable, though. He might get away with something here. Oh, man. Yeah, I think that he could have played a4 there and had a reasonable position. Knight b1 is not, you know, if he can play c4, it would make sense. I'm not sure he can get away with it. This is classic Catalan spot where he's backward along the c file and he really needs to stop it, but he can still play a4. I mean, as strange as knight b1 is, your last chance there is to really bust out with a4. c3 seems way too passive. I can even play this my favorite square for knights. Not, but it's just too important. Yeah, it's pity to have lag on the Fast Friday. That's true, Nefedov. I wonder if there's something to that, though, you know? Comcast and Friday internet. Friday's like more of a premium day for internet. Everyone wants to stream movies or what? Like, Sorry for that, guys. Hopefully we'll get it straightened out. Maybe Bob's suggestion of slowing down the bit rate. I don't know. Now this is a hit and run. It's almost like that pawn is so bad I don't want to win it. I've got to be honest. Like, I don't want to win it. If I play knight a4, he can play c4, though. I have an obligation to win a pawn. Yeah, no more challenges, guys. I'm going to play a couple more games. I've got GGG, probably won't get to that. You know, these games, like 2 more games or something. Hiroko has challenged me to rated. They try to sneak in the rated challenges. Today's a good game. It's a good day for rated challenges for me. I'm absolutely... Please send in the 3-0 rated challenges. That's what we're up for today. The queue is fairly big, and we're only going to play a couple more games. And one of the next games is already reserved. Protein had the next spot. He's down there, so this bot, I'm not really looking forward to playing a bot right about today. I'm not going to take that. I don't mean, I didn't like the last bot, but he was a subscriber. I dealt with it. I wasn't happy to play a bot. Makes me think of, like, Blade Runner. Alright, we're getting out of here. Wait. I just did that. I didn't take his rook. I'm out of it, man. I'm just, like, distracted. Were you trapping my queen by any chance? You just take his rook? Okay, he's melting down. Melting. I could have taken his rook. Got distracted. Sorry, guys. I am really an international master. I just... This internet connection thing started to make me crazy. Bishop takes b5, he goes berserk. But there may be something to this, except he didn't think about my threats, which are very strong. Queen c6. So I see mate in 1, but I don't see hanging rooks. Kinetic theory went a little berserk. You had some problems strategically, but you gave up the pawn. Actually, that wasn't bad, but you can't give me the whole rook. I should have taken the rook. You saw, I don't know. I mean, maybe there was a queen trap there. I didn't think so, though. Looking at it, it looks sort of like a joke now, but he could almost have a queen trap. That's true. You have to think about it. You could just trust me on it. But now he's busted because he's getting mated over here. But this is another lucky game for me where I wasn't that convinced with the way I played it. Besides the fact that I could have won a rook. Earlier than that, I think he had a4, which was quite a strong move. Now he's simply down too much material. So, if you just go back a couple moves, now at this moment my internet is not too bad, but if we go back a couple moves, I mean, he played knight b1. You know, this is an interesting idea. Analysis board, I don't dare try that, huh? But if he can play c4, it would really justify knight b1. Actually, a4 might justify knight b1. But why not just play a4 right away? Look at that. So I up to screwed this, you know? I don't know that this is even good for me. Like, you got a4, and your knight on c3 is working, and the effective backwardness along the c-file not so important. You have a decent game. All right. Now Protein. I canceled his challenge to play this game. Now I'm going to play him. Now he gets a different color. Are you happy with this color, or do you want white? All right, man. Thanks for playing. The internet is slow. I'm just going to play. I'm sorry to steal your white, Mr. Protein. But it'll be a good learning experience. Okay, guys. I think this game and one more. We'll play one for the road. It's been such a bad internet for me tonight. I don't know what's up. All right. Here we go. Protein X we played. Whoa, I lost twice against him? What? Oh, okay. No, just once. I boarded the game. This is funny. I'm thinking, like, I hate that, though. You know, it looks like you have 2 games. That's so weird. I just don't think that's a normal way to set it up. Who's bubbling? Atium. Bob Sakamano, did you send in bits today, or were you at 100 even? Alright, I guess you were there already. Like, we didn't have any bits donations today. Hint, hint. For my great internet, I deserve bit donations. The bubble. Be the bubble. I don't think you're bubbling. I think testosterone would be next, right? Yeah, you'd be bubbling. What's Nefidov? He's taking my troll seriously. Get out of here with the 3-0. Nefidov's looking for rating points. It's a good idea. Hey, who gave me a donation? Merle Dixon with 25. Now he's up to first place. He's actually already in first place. The Walking Dead. Alright, I'm taking too much time. Alright, I'm not going to flag like last time. We're going to try not to flag. Thank you for the bit donation. He's the chip leader. Merle Dixon from The Walking Dead. Move 11 and Bob Sakamano. Those are our top 3 for the week. Bob bidded yesterday. You bid it. Queen d7, kind of a weird move. It has its moments. Bang. Bishop g5 anyway? This is kind of weird, I think. I'm asking for it. I'm really asking for it with this move. Am I seriously going to play c takes d5, e takes d5, knight takes d5? I regret playing bishop g5. This has got to be wrong. But he does not take advantage. And now Quam is definitely going to go off with the h5, h4, bishop down there. But I think it's still better for white. You know, as scary as this looks and all this. White's position is just too sound fundamentally for this to be good for black. Coffee House. Mr. Coffee. Where is Mr. Coffee today? He may be at work. Or just acerbate. You're down to your last bit. Your bits bit the dust. Resets in 2 days. Sunday we're counting on big bits. Okay, protein needs to slow down. This is a weird move. You're actually creating interesting possibilities for white tactically here. Now, knight takes f6, queen e6, and my knight suddenly looks very short of squares. Strangely. We have tons of moves. I mean, knight e3. I don't have to be materialistic. That's an important quality, I think. I'd rather have my pieces just hang out in good squares. On good squares. And be grammatically correct at the same time. So we're staying near the king and not trying to grab pawns blindly. And I'm a little bit spaced out today. I didn't play much and I'm kind of tired. Excuses. No results, just excuses. Internet's crazy. I am tired. You guys have heard it all. I have e4 there. Yeah, you have e4. I didn't like something about it, but it's okay. You can play e4. I agree wholeheartedly. Mr. Turkey. Black's structure is torn asunder, and we have this very solid island that's hard to crack. But I could just take off his bishop. It's like an Albin counter gambit type of thing for black. I mean, this is one of those situations where you could seriously bishop h3, bishop h1. Like sack the exchange because your bishop's so strong. Yeah, I'm not real happy to see bishop e6. I wasn't really hoping for that, to be honest. That's kind of annoying. That is really annoying, dude. Man, I didn't want to face this. Now it closes down my bishop. Good move, Protein X. I'm a little bit scared, actually. I'm going to lose on time. I'm going to play one more game, guys, after this, because I've been very disappointed by my own lag and stuff like that. This guy needs to stop playing good moves right about now. Fixing his pawns. Does that make sense? I use a pretty strong attack here. Pretty strong attack has been called. I'm like hanging on by a thread. He's 1794. Okay. It's been a tough day with the internet, man. My excuses are all over the place, but this guy is coming after me. Can you convince me, English, wife Victoria, to register on Twitch? She's listening to the stream anyway. And you're trying to distract me. Instead of trying to distract me. Now h3 check. What am I supposed to do here? Okay, I have plenty of time. I'm just panicking. I hate the way I played this whole game. I was much better, and then I let him sucker me into this dubious situation. The English patient. Oh man. No, we need less women on the stream. Chess players are pathetic. Okay, f takes g3. How can we convince you? Convince her to sign up. You need motivation to make people do things. We need a motivation. What would motivate them to do it? That's the question. Alright. F takes g3. This actually opens up my F file. I think I was close to toast here, like 2 or 3 moves ago. Really, I mean, what was I doing? You know, after F takes g6, I fix his structure. I mean, this has been just an awful play by me. Almost throughout the game. Plus I got the internet. Wonderful internet connection. Rook e4, natural move. He's going to bring the pressure down. Protein X. I don't remember our first game. My lag is so bad I'd have to refresh the page to see it. The pawn simply has to be protected. I'm just groveling for a draw now. Well, I'm still up a pawn theoretically. This is horrible. This is horrible. And I've got lag. He's just going to crush me. 1700? Damn, dude. Was this anonymous from the stream? Very poorly game. Poorly game by me. Not my best stream. He's all over me. Like a bad suit. Okay, that needs to go. A trick. trick move. Queen and f2, aiming at a7. We have some sources of counterplay. Wow. Okay, we take that. Oh boy. Alright. Now I have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful about how we do this. Man, dude is strong and fast. I'm almost dead there immediately. Is he seeing these moves fast, or is it just my imagination? Okay, that wasn't necessarily the only move. How strong is this guy? He's trading, though. Now it's like maybe I can survive. I should be able to survive this ending now. That's also a strong move. You wouldn't trade there, would you? Man. Check this guy out. So, cutting the king off. I don't think this is lost. I don't know about previously. It should have been lost at some point. I'm not even down in the material here. Why should I be lost? In a rook endgame? He played the opening horribly, but then after that was totally crushing me. But I don't recall my first game against him, what it was. It was a 3+2. Oh, this is the guy who played me 3+2. That was random. I never play 3+2, but it was like the last game of the stream. He's an expert in the last game of the stream somehow. Wow, I'm just flagging, it looks like. No internet. Weird. I just had 20 seconds of lag. Where's my 20 seconds? I don't think 20 seconds went by. Can I see the last move, please? I mean, did 20 seconds even go by? Like, where did my time go? I don't think the 20 seconds even went by in that game. In the end there. Here. Here. Look at that. I had 20 seconds. I didn't have 20 seconds even went by. I mean, while it was on his time. What I thought was his time. Yeah, good thing it's casual. Like, check out his play. I mean, he plays like a... You know, he played like a master except for the opening. Really, really, really strong. Let's see what the evaluation is here for black overall. I think the opening was dubious, but after that, lichess confirmed, literally unplayable. Time to quit chess. How many inaccuracies did he make here? I mean, this was a very impressive game by black overall. The opening was kind of dubious, but few mistakes. Nice, nice. All right, guys. I guess you know, I don't know if it makes sense to play another game. The stream is really, really bad now, so I think I'm just gonna call it here. we've got such bad lag. I think I could try to play on another chess site just as an experiment, you know, to see if it's just lichess or my internet or what it is. I have to figure out what the problem is. Um, can't think of any other chess sites worth playing on. Uh, by the way, Comcast purposely on throttles speed test sites. Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. No doubt. Let's see. But White's opening play was bad. I had a big advantage, you know, queen b3. This was like a huge position. But here he found the best move. I mean, bishop e6 is like key. If he doesn't play bishop e6, I mean, he's just dead. And after this move d5, he's back in the game again. With his caveman attack, this should be good for White, but this has been his best game so far, he said. Well, I mean, I don't like the opening, but I mean, you know, I played some mistakes, and I don't think it's really correct, but overall you played pretty well. Let's work on the lag issue. Yeah, I'm going to try to work on the lag issue. I don't know. I'm going to end the stream here, guys, and spend some time to work on this lag issue. So that's it for today. We will be back on Sunday. Hopefully the stream will be better. I can't be doing a simul with this craziness. It ruined pretty much every game, this one. Definitely. So I will be back on Sunday, guys, 1 p.m. EDT. Will be a simul here on lichess. 25 players, and we didn't have anything like this. I will see you guys on Sunday, and we'll have it worked out by then. So thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. I will be back at that time, 1 p.m. Please support the stream and allow me to buy a better internet connection. No, anyway, guys, check out my videos on YouTube, video chess training on YouTube. Don't forget you can sign up at chesslecture.com for 3 months membership. I think finishing the offer finished today. 3-month membership for $15. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being patient with me while I work this out. I don't know what's going on, but we got the crazy lag. I will see you later. Thanks, Soltigo. Bye.